Okay, today I'm going to do a quick video review on the Marlin 917S for stainless, and this is in 0.7 HMR. Okay, first impressions of the gun. It's a lower end gun. Okay, so there are a few cost saving items. You've got plastic trigger guard, plastic trigger, pressed steel magazines which have very sharp edges. Just really be careful. Even loading the ammo in, you'd really want to sort of take a file or some sandpaper to them, I reckon. Bolt, the extractor claws look to be some sort of pressed steel. Pretty rough. Just really going to take some cycling to sort of smooth it out, but it actually cycles pretty well. It's, look, I've looked at some of the CZs as well, and they were pretty rough, just as rough out of the box. Some of the other things is, of course, it's plastic. You don't get any sort of butt pad. It's just like a half moon sort of shaped thing. It's pretty sort of rattly. The front sight blade's plastic, and you got this sort of nickel plated bit here. Just a cheap Tasco 3 to 9, which is a bit underpowered. If we want a 14 power or 12, really. Couldn't see the holes at 100 where I was shooting. I had to get some high vis targets. But the best thing about this rifle is it's very accurate, so that's why it's a keeper. The trigger out of the box was pulling between 4 and 6 pounds, but if you look on the internet, there's some trigger mods you can do with the springs, the sear spring and I think it's the trigger return spring. I did both of them. I put the spring out of a pen, out of a click ballpoint pen, in and shimmed the sear spring with a little shim, and just gave the sear in there a slight polish. I mean, you can also probably notice too, it's quite rough around the edges here. There's a few sharp sort of edges in the machining, and you've got a two position safety. And like I've already covered the bolt, it's very simple design. It appears to be machined out of a solid piece. And of course, I was using the Hornady 17 grain VMAX. Today, I shot these targets. I shot this one at 100, which is, as you can see, it's just over an inch. Conditions were terrible today. It was blowing a gale and it was raining. So that's one from 100 meters, and these I shot at 150 meters, which is 168 yards. Like I said, in 20 to 30 kilometre an hour winds with medium rain. They're probably 2.5 inches, 3 inches. Which is not bad considering the scope. It's got a fairly large reticle, and you probably could use a higher power, and considering the wind, I think that's not a bad effort for a lower end rifle. So basically that was it. Nice Marlin. Go out and get yourself one. You won't be disappointed. Thanks.